intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
I do my best, but my best wasn't good enough.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingWiz.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
You don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take this power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingWiz.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition. It is Nesta Gibbs, your host. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Don't forget the number to call in is 1-425-569-5241 to join us right here as we discuss this morning's topic. It is Friday. It's weigh-in day, fight week for Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter. We've been covering this one all week. And yesterday, Errol Spence had some interesting quotes. And he went on record and said that the Crawford fight may not happen until early 2021. Now, that sounds like a long time from now, but this particular article that we will be discussing is by Keith Idec. We've had Keith Idec on the show numerous times. It's titled, "No Reason Crawford Can't Be Next for Spence If He Beats Porter." So we'll get into the article. We'll get into, obviously, Earl's options and really delve into whether or not Crawford can be next. Right? Let's see. So that being said, we got no co-hosts. They all sleepy time. And it's just gonna be me. So let's take it from the top and get right into it. Like I said, this is an article by Keith Idec, and it's a damn good subject. I mean, just the opening paragraph. Errol Spence Jr.'s answer might infuriate frustrated fight fans. And it's true. I mean, the minute I got to the quote and seen 2021, I'm like, damn, automatically I thought of AJ when AJ said he ain't fighting Wilder till he's ready till 2020-21, right? And I'm like, okay, I can see that. I can see why, rather. I can't see that because I can see why. Like, for me, it's just difficult to believe that it's going to take that long. I really don't know or believe that Pacquiao is going to fight Errol, which is going to leave Errol open to do what he wants. Once Pacquiao chooses either Garcia, Danny, or Mikey, then Errol would already know, without a shadow of a doubt, he ain't getting a fight. Then he's free to do what he wants. And I think that's what everyone is assuming. Like, if you don't get the Pacquiao fight, you should be fighting Crawford. The only problem I have with this whole scenario is, Crawford gets to sit back and fight the nobodies of the world and consistently gets mentioned in these conversations because he's that odd man out. See, luckily for me, I lived through that Lucian Bute era where he didn't choose to go in the Super 6, and because he was still on the outside, looking good, doing his thing in Canada, selling out arenas, and being kind of a, he was a star in that division at the time, and he chose not to go in the Super 6. Everyone else did. People got respect out of the Super 6, but Bute was able to stay on the outside and wait. Then Froch came out of the Super 6 as a loser, but with tremendous cachet, and he stepped up to the plate and fought Bute while Ward was out here saying, yo, Bute ain't done nothing. We all got in the tournament. He ain't get in the tournament. He don't really want this sauce. He out here posturing. Boom. Froch got the big fight. So that's really the case here. Who's going to take this Crawford big fight. He's the odd man out. He's on the outside, but he still has a belt. He still has a lot of cachet. People still consider him a pound for pound. So if someone steps up to the plate, it becomes an instant big fight. Now, it's not that many someones, right? It's just Danny out there, maybe Mikey, Sean. I don't know if we will accept that coming off of an Errol loss. Maybe Earl coming off of a Porter loss. Maybe those guys have a rematch clause. I don't know. Interesting enough, no one's asked Sean or Earl whether or not there is a unification rematch clause here where one of these men or both of these men, if they lose, get the opportunity to ask for a title shot again, versus the person that obviously dethroned them. So still a lot of details that we need to figure out, but Errol Spence's words definitely will frustrate and infuriate plenty of Crawford fans when they get to the quote that says he was going to fight him in 2021. But let me continue. Obviously, these quotes are coming from the media. As Wednesday and Thursday, these men were being interviewed. There was press conferences. There was a little bit of everything, especially some high-level drama. They exchanged words. They definitely got at each other. It became a bit, I don't know. It was perfect. They were selling the fight, without a doubt. But let me quote Earl here. He says, I think both, because, history can remember you and you'll be dead. So before I even continue, let me give you some context, right? When asked Wednesday whether it was important to him to make the big money fight facing Manny Pacquiao next, or to pursue that legacy-defining fight with Terence "Bud" Crawford, Spence didn't dance around, and it's become a sensitive subject for Crawford fans and some hardcore fans because we're the ones kind of paying for these fights, right? But we don't get them when we want. So Spence says, I think both, because, history can remember you and you'll be dead broke, which is true. Like, fuck, Riddick Bowe, right? Like Riddick Bowe, oh, he's a great heavyweight. Oh, he's a great heavyweight, but he's broke. Once upon a time, Mike was broke. He was a great heavyweight. Oh, he's broke, right? So, like, I get what Earl is saying there. He goes on to say, so like I said, I want to leave this game with my brains intact and money in my pocket. In other words, Spence has no intentions whatsoever of pursuing a fight with Crawford because he needs to get that money first. If you tie yourself up with Bud, then Pacquiao does what he wants. But this is my thing. It's not going to be long. Like, we don't need to get upset. Like, Pacquiao's going to make his decision and Bud's going to know what's next for him, just like Earl's going to know what's next for him. Obviously, if Pacquiao says no to Earl, they can still slide in a mandatory defense for Earl, which is okay. Get that on out the way. I'm pretty sure, Crawford's going to be having to do a mandatory pretty soon as well. And then they can line up because it's all up to Manny Pacquiao. If Manny wants to, at this later stage of his career, show us that he could still bang with the big boys, well then he's going to take that fight, But if he's trying to pick up some checks before rolling out to the sunset, he's going to take that Mikey Garcia fight, But quoting Spence, now this is interesting in the article. It says, and I'm quoting from the article from the author, not from Spence at this very moment, Spence's skeptics suspect that the idea for the powerful southpaw is to catch Crawford when he's 34 or even 35, not quite the elite level champion Crawford is today. Spence says the welterweight unification title fight will happen sooner than that. So, the critics think he's going to wait for Crawford to get 34, 35, which is, 3 or 4 more years, right? Crawford's 31, turning 32 right now, something like that. So they think he's going to wait 3 or 4 more years to make that fight happen. Spence turns around and says, nah, it's not going to happen that long. It's not going to take that long. And I quote from Spence now. I think the fight can happen. I want it to happen. I think it will happen. Like I said, it should happen late in 2020 or early in 2021. So, you know, I have a couple of opponents to fight. But like I said, I want to become undisputed. And the only way I could become undisputed is to take his belt. So, you know, we definitely have to make some things happen so I can get his belt. So he's definitely got the mindset of a guy that wants to be undisputed. I think that we are just getting carried away with our expectations and wants. I think that Errol has said it before, I'm going the easy route, and I think everyone just misunderstood what he said. The easy route doesn't mean that Porter's an easier fight. The easier route is the negotiation table. It's easier to make fights in-house than it is, you know, with a guy who's actually acting delusional, right? He's out here talking about he don't need Errol and he's the A side and that Errol should be wanting to fight him since he was undisputed at 140. So, you know, right now we kind of need this in-between buffer time for these two men to fall out, see where their career trajectories take them so we can have that clear A side. So it can't be as fuzzy as it is for Crawford. You know, imagine Crawford going to a negotiation table right now where he thinks he's the A side, you know. It will probably not end well. And then, you know, it would be difficult to get these two men to sit back down and negotiate. So Bob Arum, Crawford's promoter, even expressed optimism during a recent interview with Boxing Scene regarding making Crawford Spence within the first half of 2020. First half means the next 6 months, well, you know, the next first 6 months of 2020. And I quote from Bob, I had preliminary talks with Al about it. That's the fight that people want to see. That's the only fight that's going to really resonate on pay-per-view. How true, and end quote, how true he is about that, I don't know. We really got to see how well Porter and Errol do. And honestly, I don't really want to accept the fact that people will blame it on Porter if this doesn't do well. Because I think it's unfair to say Porter isn't popular when he's been around for so long and fought so many top-notch fighters. So I just think it would be unfair to say that Porter is unpopular and nobody likes his style and that's why this pay-per-view flopped. I think that if Errol is a star, he's a star. The same way that Pacquiao is a star and you get decent numbers with Pacquiao no matter who he fights. You know, a star is a star. It doesn't really, I mean, it sometimes it matters, you know. It matters when it matters. But looks like we got one of the co-hosts woke up. I don't know. Give me some sort of signal there. Are you ready? You wave your hand if you're ready, and I will definitely bring you in. But yeah, man, let me go ahead and get out to Mr. Lioness.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and most vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. Get up, son of a bitch. Boxingwoods.com.
Chip! We closing out the week, baby. It's Alex Doomsday Linus here with El Capitan. That's the Gibbs. A little late on the draw this morning, but I'm glad to be here with you guys. Shit, man. We it looks like we getting a Marination Nation on this fight as well, right? 2021 now. I fear that this is starting to become the blueprint for messing up a huge fight when you wait too long and you get opponents in between. But shit, man, Earl's. I don't think Earl's getting the Pacquiao 2020 anyway. So.
Yeah, I think Earl is. We're gonna see him do something else in 2020. I think Pac. That could be a 2-fight year for Pac. You know, both Garcias. Both Garcias, you know. Look, if people are saying that Earl is trying to wait till Bud gets 34, 35, well then fuck. Pacquiao got to be waiting until Earl gets some sort of age as well.
I really, for me, for a while now, ever since they've been talking about Earl and Pacquiao and like who's gonna fight Pacquiao after this fight, I'm always saying like, Manny's camp is gonna try to steer away from him before they even think about fighting him. They're gonna fight other guys, get checks. My man's trying to help run a country. Going in against Earl is a bad idea, man. And if you are Manny Pacquiao, how long do you wait on the sidelines? Meanwhile, Earl, fights these other high-level guys because, we already know what Floyd Mayweather did. He would allow some opponents to fight certain guys and to kind of get a barometer. But I just don't see it happening at all. I mean, I'm not trying. I would love to see it. I would love to see Earl versus Manny, but I just don't think it is going to happen, man. And Earl's just going to have to, like, make that super money with Terence, for sure. He should concentrate on Terence and the rest of the division, and try to make these fights that the fight fans want to see and the fight fans will definitely pay up for.
Yeah, but like yesterday we spoke about Jamal Charlo picking up the phone and telling Al, like, yo, I don't want to fight. I don't want that check with Dennis Hogan, man. People going to laugh at me. Get me the real fight. That's not what I want. I'm going to just not pay for this house. I'm going to not pay for this remodels. I'm going to not pay for these cars that I just bought. Get me the real fight, So does Earl do that? Does Earl sit down and say, yo, Al, go to the negotiation table. Make this fight happen. If Bob and Crawford think they're the A side and that I need them because they are undisputed at 140, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take the short end of the stick. I'm not the A side. Like, does Earl do that, or does he say, you know what? Nah, let's deal with Pacquiao. Let's deal with Danny. They right here on our side, Al. It's simple for you to say yes or no, It's different. People don't want to factor that in. They want to act like making a fight with Crawford and Top Rank is going to be fucking easy peasy.
I mean, you do got other opponents for him. I don't know about being on the other side of the street, like they always talking about, like, oh, they're not working with us. At the end of the day, if everybody works for the fighter, like if the fighter really wants it and he's nagging for it and he's saying, no, I don't care about money, just like we talked about Canelo taking certain cuts and pay and trying to establish his greatness that's up to him. That's up to him how he's gonna carry it out. If he's some fighters are looking for the money and others are looking for legacy, but I'd rather him concentrate on these other fights. Maybe one fight in between after Sean Porter. Sean Porter's gonna be a tough fight, so we don't know what's gonna be next for Earl if he's gonna want to take on a tough challenge. But I say like another 1 or 2 fights in between, man, and we get the Terence fight, man. Like concentrate on Terence. That's the fight that everybody want to see. I'm even gonna go as far as to say, and you could go against me on this, but like I'd rather see Terence and Earl all day before I see a Manny Pacquiao in there with him. Manny Pacquiao stardom is what kind of gets these boxers salivating. You know what I mean? They want that check, but like there's more checks to come. If you establish yourself as that guy, and beating Crawford or Crawford even beating Earl, that's what's going to elevate your name to like that star status. Like who then?
Yeah, but do you sit out? Do you sit out for 4 months like Deontay? Think about the drawn out negotiations between Deontay and AJ. When two sides can't make it happen, you lose a whole year, a half a year. Look how many years it took Mayweather Pacquiao, 6, almost 7 years. Do you sit out or do you keep fighting? You keep fighting, especially when you got a legendary name on the side, on your side. It's a legendary name on your side. You're gonna ignore him? You're gonna not say you want to fight Pacquiao? Like who's gonna say they don't want to fight Pacquiao? That's stupid.
But then going back to it again, like Manny Pacquiao could be, he could be on the sideline. You could be salivating for that check, but like Manny Pacquiao, and look, man, I could be wrong, right? But I don't think Manny Pacquiao's running towards that fight, man. I think Manny Pacquiao has 2 or 3 other guys on the list before.
But my question to you is, do you run to Crawford and be submissive to a guy that thinks he's the A side and ignore the possibility of the Pacquiao, or do you wait for Pacquiao to tell you no? Do you wait to see Pacquiao announce a fight, not name Errol Spence or Sean Porter winner?
You know, Earl been confident. He's been real confident that he's going to get the fight. The way he talks, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get an air of like, oh, I know I'm going to get it. But, like, he should just run. You know, he should just start doing what Wilder's was been doing with AJ.
Bro,
like,
you know why he feels that way? Because it's the same thing that I said about Gary Russell. If you with Al, you get the fight you want. You tell Al you want it. Al tells you whether or not you're going to get it or when you're going to get it. It's that simple. You know, you don't want to believe that, and I'm not talking to you. I'm speaking in general. You don't want to believe that, well, then you don't know boxing history, or at least for the last 9 to 10 years. Al gets his fighters the big fight. That's what he does. You know, Lord got it. Trout got it. Everybody got it. The only one that didn't get it was Paul Williams. But again, Paul Williams was getting the Canelo fight. Who you think was his advisor before he had that motorcycle accident? Who got him the Canelo fight? It was already announced. Who got him the Canelo fight? Al Heyman got him the Canelo fight. That's what I'm saying. So for Earl, he just got to trust the process. Why won't you believe that Al's going to get you the big fight? Wasn't Wilder out here being laughed at? And then what Al did? Got him the big fight. I mean, you just got to respect the process.
So you truly believe that Earl gonna get this fight, this Pacquiao fight? He's gonna get it, whether he fights Terence first or before. He's gonna get this Pacquiao fight.
Dude, the reason Canelo Triple G did numbers is because people thought Triple G could beat Canelo. When people think you can lose, they buy it. That's why people bought Canelo versus Mayweather. Oh, my God, the bigger Mexican. He's younger. He's bigger. Floyd's 36. Oh, my God. 2.4 million pay-per-views. Same thing with McGregor. Oh, my God, he's an MMA guy. He's been knocking dudes out. Oh, my God. 4-5 million pay-per-views. Manny Pacquiao, oh my God, he's a phenom. 8-9 division world champ. He gonna destroy Mayweather. Oh my God, he's a southpaw. Mayweather hates southpaws. Oh, he's gonna destroy him.
If we can't get that,
it's the fight that you believe the guy could lose. So Crawford versus Earl, yeah, it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell.
So is that the next fight for Earl? I mean, is that the fight that we gonna get? I'm pretty sure that
well, according to his trainer, the Crawford fight not even there. It's not even there. Like, check out the rumors we've been hearing about Earl versus Mikey. You know, we know that Eddie offered him 8, right? We know Eddie offered them both 8, but we heard a rumor that motherfucking Earl made 20.
Damn.
Right?
I don't remember that number.
But
wow.
let's see. We're gonna Google Errol Spence purses. Let's see what the commission has been saying. And we all know that check is different.
I mean, at the end of the day, Earl don't even got to stress that Manny Pacquiao fight, man. He got a few checks he could collect, and if he gets past Porter, depending on how he gets past Porter, man, you know, he's gonna have options, man. He's gonna have a lot.
Look. March 17th, both Garcia and Spence reportedly took home $8 million for their efforts. That's Forbes, you know, but that's guarantee money. That's guarantee money. I know there was back-end check money on that with them pay-per-view numbers.
What was the pay-per-view numbers again?
Like 400,000.
400,000. Yeah, a little kickback on the end.
Got to be a little bit of money on the back end, and that's what I'm saying. So now you getting that. Now look, we know Crawford getting good money too, because we know that they offered Danny $4 million. So you know they ain't giving Crawford $4 million. So if they offering Danny 4, what they giving Crawford? 5, maybe 6, which is insane. Let's just think about it. Put that into perspective. It took Kovalev. It took Ward Kovalev. Right? It took him to fight Kovalev to get 6.5 on paper. So I'm just saying, the money ain't there unless it's on pay-per-view. So I am a hardcore fan. I know exactly who Crawford is and what he's done, so I am going to buy the fight. But what Derek James is saying, he's like, Crawford got to build his resume. Like, he ain't fighting nobody. We buzzing. We on pay-per-view. We on terrestrial TV. We doing television shows. And, yeah, Crawford just did Joe Rogan, and he's been on ESPN. But, I mean, you got to admit that Errol fighting in March and now fighting right now in September on the platforms that he's fighting, he's buzzing. Like, people know his name right now. He was just in the Cowboys Stadium. It's like a lot of stuff going on for Errol. You know, plus don't forget October 5th, which will be obviously once the fight is done. But WWE is now on Fox, and they're cross-promoting. You can see they did an interview
Booker
with,
T shit.
not only that, but they did an interview with Errol, asking him about his favorite wrestlers and stuff like that, and posted it, you know. So they working over there, and that's how they looking at it. It's like, yo, we working. Because when you think about Mayweather Pacquiao, both of them dudes was working. Mayweather was doing a consistent milli plus, and Pacquiao was consistently doing like 750 to 900, almost a milli. You know, let's just to make it fair, like 750 to 1.1 was Pacquiao's numbers. So we got two dudes that was doing something, not one dude on terrestrial television, which is still great. Because he's doing like almost 3 million views, or sometimes more than 3 million, I believe. You could check that yourself. But yeah, you know, it's still great that he's on ESPN in front of so many homes. But it's different at the negotiation table when one guy is saying, yo, bruh, 400,000 people paid $79.99 to watch me. You know, you had $1 million and some change not pay. That's different. You know.
What do you think?
Not to mention that every time Crawford gets on pay-per-view, he flops. So it's like, stop saying you the A-side in interviews. Stop saying they need you so we can actually get this fight. Because that's the same energy people had with Pacquiao and Mayweather, right? It was like, come on, Pacquiao, how you saying you don't want to do drug tests because you're afraid of needles, meanwhile you tatted up? And it's like, come on, Mayweather, how you saying you want to fight Pacquiao, meanwhile you out here degrading them and making it hard to negotiate? You know what I mean? So let's stop making it hard to negotiate both sides, even though I don't feel Earl is doing nothing but mowing down the opponents that they're putting at him, which are big names.
I think Earl just picked up steam and never let go of the gas. You know what I mean? He was just constantly confident, talking with every last opponent he's been with. I don't know if maybe like where Terence has fought, you know, would help or not help his popularity. He's fought in New York a few times, you know. I mean, he's fought in Dallas. He's fought. You know, I'm just trying to get a sense of why wouldn't he be popular? You know, why would, you know, Terence? Why would Derek say that he got to get his resume up?
My nigga, because the ultimate litmus test is pay-per-view numbers, and one dude is successful and the other one's flopping. It's that simple. Because they can't be talking about Crawford's terrestrial television viewership. He does good on ESPN. They talking about his numbers, bro. He had a fight did 50,000. Then he had another fight did 150. Like, it's his numbers. You can't call yourself a pay-per-view star if you're doing under one. Like, that's legitimately, those are the worst numbers known right now, like, of a big name. If you think about it, even Sergey Kovalev and Ward did 20,000 more than that. You know?
I mean, so what brings his numbers up?
Actually, they did like 40,000. I think they did 190 both fights, right? It was Lemieux and Gennady that did like 170, and Gennady and Jacobs that did 170, but that's still better than the Crawford 150. Remember, the Crawford 150 was on ESPN. So you telling me HBO did Lemieux and Gennady on HBO with way less subscribers on their premium network? ESPN is open up to millions and millions of households. What is it, like 110 million households, and they was only able to scrape up 50,000 on the first. Well, 50,000 was the HBO, 150 was the ESPN pay-per-view, and that's what I'm saying. They are trying with Crawford. This is the second attempt for them. They like, yo, man, we can't keep taking these losses. They need to put him back in Omaha and up the seat prices. That's all. In Omaha, he's selling.
He's selling in Omaha, but just thinking about what is it that's affecting his boost, He just needs a better dance partner.
His opposition.
Yeah.
You can't tell me I gotta pay to watch you knock out Khan that I know anybody. My baby could knock out Khan. A little baby in preschool could knock out Khan. That's how we look at it. So I'm not paying you for that, even though I paid for that.
But this is the top ranked diet. I mean, he's getting fed whatever he's getting fed, and isn't his contract almost over too?
I mean, the rumors are next year, but that is the issue. It's like, don't blame the other side when it's your side giving you this resume, these opponents that they not. Nobody's staying home on Saturday night to watch Velasquez, Jose Benavidez, Jeff Horn. We not staying home for that. But Jeff Horn, we give him a pass. That was a title shot. He was moving up. That was respectable, you know. But them other dudes, nobody's staying home. We going on dates. We going to the movies. You know, we going to the games. We ain't staying home for that. We ain't staying home for Jaime Munguia versus Ottoli. Ain't nobody staying home for that. Ain't nobody staying home for Joseph Diaz on Facebook. We not staying home. We got dinner dates. We got girls to go take out, go sleep with. Ain't nobody doing that bullshit. They got to fix their schedule. I'm not staying home for that. You ain't getting me to watch Victor Postal versus Crawford on fucking pay-per-view.
We ain't doing a fight party for that.
Ain't nobody coming to my house. They looking at me like, bruh, you crazy? You crazy. I'm really going to tell my lady I'm going to watch fucking Crawford Postal. Nah, champ.
And it's crazy. It's not like we don't want to watch the fight, but we know what's going to happen, and that's what makes us not stay. That's what the viewership is not there solid on that fight night.
See what they being creative with Earl, right? What they do. Even though the hardcore fight fan Nesta Gibbs knew Earl was going to do what he did to Mikey, what was the public? The public was caught up in the, oh my God, Mikey's daring to be great. He can do it. He sees something in Earl. And now what's this fight? Why this fight is going to sell? Because it's Sean Porter. And it's like, yo, even the hardcores are saying, he never fought nobody like Sean. We know Sean at least going to bring it. You know, we know Sean ain't going to shell up. That's what we touch. So it could sell because of the storyline.
Yeah, the air of danger.
You can't sell the pound for pound alleged pound for pound number one versus Khan that doesn't have a legitimate welterweight win. Like,
so is the air of danger that draws us to this?
Absolutely.
And who in between? If it wasn't Earl and Terence next after Sean Porter and Earl, who in between do we fantasy boxing put?
Brother,
up,
listen to me.
Put Terence up against.
They gotta pay, man. They got to send big offers to Keith, who's a pay-per-view star, right? Because if I wish Mike was here, because if Mike wants to give Gennady Golovkin credit for doing numbers with Canelo, well, then you can give Thurman credit for doing numbers with Pacquiao. So you got to pay to get him over there. You need a recognizable name for Crawford. That's why I've been saying to all these guys, move up. Move up. Make something happen like Mikey did. Shake the tree like Mikey did. Shake the tree like Canelo did. Do something. I watched the interview this morning where Eddie Hearn was saying, look, Callum Smith is in the running. Billy Joe Saunders is in the running. Demetrius Andrade is in the running. Gennady Golovkin is in the running for May the 5th. Man, if you don't get your little asses the fuck out of there, everybody's sitting there like a great adventure ride waiting their turn. Go do something. The only thing he said good in that interview was like, oh, if they don't get it, we're going to have to turn them and face each other. They should been doing that so they can make Canelo want to fight them. You want to sit around. Everybody want to sit around and wait. And that's why I get mad, because it's like Earl is out here and Sean is out here trying to do greatness. They trying to unify the welterweight division, one of the most successful divisions in boxing history. They making history. And we got to always talk about Crawford. Crawford name always got to fucking come up. But he ain't fighting nobody. It's all about, can he fight these dudes? Can I get some more, sir? Just go on the other side. Come on the other side. You motherfuckers got the same energy for Charlo. Charlo could go to the other side, right? Oh, why Charlo don't go to Dazn? Oh, why Deontay don't go to Dazn? They offered Deontay $120 million. Shut your ass up if you ain't telling Crawford to come to the other side too then. If Wilder could go to Dazn, if you could send Jamal Charlo to Dazn, Send Crawford ass to the other side where all the people at, the way y'all like to say. Right? Nah, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. Nah, Ness. Nah, what? It ain't no other side. You heard Crawford. Because I'm a motherfucking parrot. Anything anybody say, I repeat. And Crawford said it ain't no other side. It ain't no other side. Fuck out of here, man. It's clearly another side, and one side is popping. One side is popping. They got fight parties every weekend. Every weekend. Big shit happening every weekend. Mikey versus Danny rumors is big shit. Pacquiao Mikey, big shit. Pacquiao Danny, big shit. Pacquiao Earl, big shit. Earl Porter, big. Earl Danny, big. Earl Thurman, big. Thurman Danny, big. Man, I could go on and on and on and on and on.
Who they got in the welterweight top ranked diet? Who they got?
Nobody. Nobody. A bunch of dudes, people gonna tell me to respect their name because I can't pronounce it, and they fighters too, and how, because I don't know them, don't mean they ain't good. Man, get the fuck out of here. Can't nobody just slip up under my radar. Fuck out of here.
And the thing is that, you know, I believe at least that Crawford could, he could definitely, you know, be out there like getting these fights, man, and still winning. Like, I don't see Crawford as being that dude that's scared or, oh, I don't want to risk it. I think they got that top ranked diet, man. That they like, yeah, you gotta eat this. You gotta eat this shit.
Yo, so Lids Low just said, yo, Andy Ruiz slipped under your radar. How Andy Ruiz slipped under my radar when we was reporting on Ruiz before he got his title shot?
Way before.
Slipped under my radar will be this dude, Aegis Kaja Velasquez, come out of nowhere and stop Crawford. Or this dude, Quadraludo Abdul, whatever the fuck his name is, come and be the IBF mandatory and stop Earl. That's slip on the... How you gonna tell me I didn't know Andy Ruiz, bro? We did a film study on Andy Ruiz before the fight. All I said was he wasn't winning, just like the rest of the world. If that make me stupid because someone had an upset, okay. I mean, I'm cool with that because that's what the word upset means. It wasn't meant to happen.
And why do you think these fights don't happen? Is it because of the money, really? Is it because, you know, somebody doesn't want to pay the other side much more? Or does Crawford have to pull a Canelo, like, you know, sit there and take a pay cut just so he could get that glory?
Exactly, and that's what I keep saying that over and over. Like, why was it okay for Canelo to take short money in the biggest fight of his career? Because that was the Mayweather fight. He took short money. Then he took short money again with Trout and short money again with Cotto. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, Crawford too good. He already done enough. He don't need to take short money. He done enough. He was undisputed at 140.
I mean, and Matt props to him for that one. But if you want to keep rising, man, that you got to keep taking these risks and have to, like, decide whether legacy or money is more important. I mean, you could take these fights, man. I could see him fighting Danny. That would be huge. And if he beats Danny, it's like, damn, you know, they got that history from the amateurs. And
bro, listen to me. You don't think, like, you think as a businessman. You Todd the Buff and you Bob Arum. So there's always two sides to a coin. On one half, Crawford, 12th round, he was able to pull it off. He got that stoppage over Jose Benavidez. He did it. But the flip side was, it was the 12th round. We was kind of getting desperate. That was a junior welterweight moving up. Was he there before Crawford? Probably. But he didn't start his career at 47 like Errol Spence. He ain't start his career at 65 like Sean Porter. He ain't start his career at 50-something like Keith One-Time Thurman. And that's just what I'm saying, okay? So when the powers that be on Top Rank are watching this fight, and they watching Jose hit you too. It wasn't like he did Mayweather Canelo to Jose. And I'm not saying Jose was being successful. I don't even think Jose won the round, maybe. I don't know. But
nah.
but he touched Crawford, like, because it's a fight. It's a fight.
It's a fight.
But what the powers that be are saying is this. well, damn, how does pound for pound work? Well, pound for pound works. It's this mythical list, and you grab a fighter and you hypothetically say, how would he do in said division, right? So cool, Jose Benavidez, how would he do versus Porter? How would he do versus Thurman? How would he do versus Danny? How would he do versus Pacquiao? How would he do versus Ulgas, since y'all want to call Ulgas elite? How would he do versus those guys? Would he beat those guys? Would he be favorite to those guys? Or is he B-side to all those guys? So once I assessed that he would be B-side to all those guys, I'm Todd DeBuff and Bob Aaron. I'm saying, damn, do we really want to see if Crawford could do Danny? Let's give him another one. Let's just give him another one. He's just moving up. Let's give him another one. Damn. 8th round with Khan, and that's the way it's looking? We not ready, man. We know we not ready, and that's why that fight ain't being made. When Bob wanted that Pacquiao fight, he was out in restaurants meeting with hotel waiters to make it happen.
But it's up to the fighter, man, to put that confidence into the promoter, man. It's up to the fighter to say, yo, I can beat this guy. I'm going to beat him.
Crawford did that, right? Like, I give Crawford crazy amount of respect for that walk down on Earl. That was the type of action I wanted. He said everything correctly. Everything. Everything he needed to say, he said it. Y'all gonna say he was took too long to be in welterweight and he was weight drained. He said everything. He said, yo, you told me to get a belt, I got a belt, take my belt. Like, he said everything. He said everything in front of Bob, but it still ain't happening. I don't know. Let's open up these phone lines, though, man. Gonna go out to some of these callers, see what's up. We're gonna go first to our sponsors. Blog Talk is down, so you can Skype us at Nestor Gibbs, at Nestor Gibbs.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
All right, let me go out to Ringer Lids Low. Talk to me.
What's happening, man? What's happening to everybody? Hey, Doomy, man, shout out to you, dog. And Ness, of course, shout out to you. You my nigga. Doomy for just simply, you know what I'm saying, bringing up other shit to Ness, not to Ness, but for Ness to speak on the Crawford situation. Because honestly, I get tired of the same old conversation we have. And appreciate you, Doomy. Yeah, I mean, appreciate
man. Well, I appreciate you, my brother.
Straight up, dog. I like to have different people perspective. Like Ron was a good addition too. You know what I mean? Y'all had a different kind of look. I know Ness is a whole story and all, but y'all just got a good thing going. But anyway, shout out to Baldy for making me a ringer. The whole thing with Terence Crawford, I'm just gonna make it plain and simple. We fight who we can. When everybody else agree to fight us, we will fight them. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
So,
I'm ready for the early.
Let me ask you some questions. As a Crawford fan, I need to interrogate you.
Come on with.
So why does Crawford have to fight who he can, but Tyson Fury gets to choose?
Okay, now if you want to ask them type of question, I can't answer that shit.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know why people. Okay, let me tell you why I fuck with Crawford. Maybe that'll clear some things up. I fuck with Crawford because I like a fighter. And I'm saying, all the talking shit, that's cool. All the extra stuff, that's cool. But I like a fighter. You feel me? This nigga don't say shit, but he get in the ring and whoop ass. Now you know what I'm saying? We can do the whole resume thing, fine. But it ain't okay if you want to do that, cool. But look how he handled everybody he got a hold of. Now you want to say he lasted some rounds longer than he should have? Okay, that's your opinion. But the end result, Terence Crawford is undefeated. He was undisputed. He moved up. Yeah, he fought Jeff Horn. No, you ain't gonna get no praise about that. Fine. He whooped Jeff Horn ass. He whooped Benavidez. Said he had a wood leg. Always shouldn't have got his ass in the ring. He whooped his ass. We finna get Cavelasquez. Whatever wrong with him. We gonna whoop his ass. So it don't matter who it is. It's gonna be something wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? They don't have enough experience. They ain't good in some people's eyes. And then on top of that, we gotta wait.
Cut it.
Hey, Lidslow, I promise you I'm going to make a show in the next couple days called Terence Crawford, the new Gennady Golovkin. My man resume is filled with C fighters. Filled. I mean, a plethora. Prescott's probably like a D-. Man, Sanabria, HBO made him. Klimov, C. Ricky Burns, you know, I'm not going to be disrespectful. If you want a world title, I'm going to at least put you B+. I'm going to at least put you B+ these days. You know, maybe back in the day I ain't do that. But it ain't no easy feat. You can't, anybody can win a title, especially not multiple times. So I'm going to give Ricky Burns some credit and say B+ because of multiple titles. Gamboa, B+. He won that title. He got the win over Orlando Salido at 126. Okay, I just want 126. Beltran, damn how I want to say C-. You know? That's what I want to say, but he won a world title. Probably was vacant. It probably was vacant. You know, let me double check that because, fuck it, I'm going to have to put an asterisk next to that shit then. Vacant world title right here. WBO title. What is this? This is a WBO versus Pedraza. He lost to Pedraza, so he had a title before that.
Who are you speaking on?
The vacant right here. Oh wow, so he fought some nobody for the vacant belt. Vacant world title's name is Moses Paulus. He fought for that. Then he lost that belt to Pedraza. Yeah. Which is crazy. Then his next fight, he was back in it for a vacant World Boxing Council Continental America's belt and a vacant WBO Intercontinental. Like, yo, the divisions is that light. A loss and you still getting title shots like Kid Galahad. But we going to give him credit, man. We going to put Beltran on that B- level.
Beltran's always a warrior. You always get a warrior with him.
He's like because it's a vacant title, I'm not going to give him the B+. So I'm going to give him a C+. I'm going to give him a C+ grade because it was a vacant title shot. I'll still respect him as a champ, you know, even though he lost it in his first defense, which is like a phrase amongst boxing, right? Like, you ain't a champ till you defend it. He didn't defend it, but I'm going to still give him credit being nice this morning. Thomas Delorme, yo, he impressed me his last fight. I'm going to give him credit. But his credit is going to stop at a C- fighter. He's never won a world title, and he's had plenty of opportunities in the world title shots. It's not my fault that it's been uphill battles for him versus guys like Crawford and whoever else he had to fight for them. He had title shots.
But he's been in the mix.
Derry Jean, C- fighter. Hank Lundy, man, bruh. You know, I hate to say that he's in that C category because he does a lot of things right when it comes to building himself, but definitely C- fighter. And that's probably arguable. I don't know what's Lundy's biggest win.
I was going to say C+, B-, man.
I mean, Lundy lost to Richard Abril years ago. Like, you know, Lundy's been around, though.
He lost to Vic. He lost to Victor and Ray, so we ain't gonna put him past Ray.
Yeah, nah, he's a C. He's a C, maybe D+. If you look at that, I forgot he lost to Ray Beltran and John Molina and
Victor Post.
You know what I'm saying? So come on, D+, and I love you. He came to our appreciation night, New York, everything. Victor Post, the biggest win. Lucas Matisse, vacant title shot for that belt. I'ma give him C-. I'm gonna go C+, not
C+,
B+.
Not
B+. I would have said B+, but one, it's a vacant title shot. Now I would have done him like I did Danny when Danny fought Porter for the vacant title shot and gave Porter the credit, but that's real high level top 5. Lucas Matisse, Golden Boy was bringing him back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with the C+ for Victor Postal, and really like. Other than Lucas, does he have another name on his resume? Like, really? Where's his secondary win? You know, what's his secondary win? Chop Chop Corley, Hank Lundy, like Selchuk Aiden? Like, what's his secondary win? His fucking claim to fame is Lucas Matisse, when we all know he wasn't the same. Danny ruined Matisse, but that's a whole nother story.
He was still game, so we'll give him some credit for that. I mean, John Molina, he's always been
John Molina never been the world champ. That's a D+ fighter, champ. D+.
Always
Actually,
been the top.
I'm gonna give Molina more credit than that. I'm gonna put Molina at C- because he got wins over Mickey Bay and Hank Lundy.
And he's been in there with some people.
But he's never won a world title though. Felix Diaz never won a world title. His claim to fame is a tight loss. You know, because dudes love giving out moral victory. His claim to fame is a tight loss to Lamont Peterson. Undango, biggest win. Someone that 5 years from now no one would know, no one would ever spell his name. Edward Trevowski. You know, that's it. That's it. He's got no secondary, and that's the first win. That's the first win, but that's not an elite level win.
I'm thinking Felix Diaz is a bit bigger win than Julius, man, all day.
I mean, I don't know how, just because he was a gold medalist.
Nah, he lasted a lot longer than
Did he really? Because after Crawford,
then your boy Adango.
After Crawford fought him.
I mean, who knows what happens outside of the ring.
After Crawford fought him, Felix Diaz ain't never been the same. So shout out to Lids Low. At least Crawford out here ruining the nigga's career.
Yeah, he put a beating on him, but at least Felix, you know, he's been in there with Adrian Granados. He beat him.
Was Jeff Horn's biggest win? Oh, a controversial win to Manny Pacquiao. What's his secondary win? Anthony Mundine?
Yeah, nah.
No. His secondary win is KO King Bailey. Randall Bailey, that's his secondary win. Come on, bro. Like, stop it with this resume. Top Rank need to do what they did for Fury. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock in that fight the way you locked in the Wilder fight for Fury. Lock in that fight. Lock in that fight. But you know what the problem is that these Crawford fans don't want to admit? Bob Arum and Top Rank see more dollar signs in a guy like Fury than they see in a guy like Crawford. It's just the bottom line. Crawford ain't going to put on the Apollo suit and come down the aisle. Living in America. He ain't going to shake everybody's hand. That ain't what he do. He going in there to fight. That's it. Man. But he not a showman. He not an entertainer. And that's why they ain't investing in him like they're investing in Tyson.
Or maybe he's just on his way out.
I mean, you tell me.
He don't give a fuck.
You tell me. Crawford fought in Las Vegas one time? What he fought in Las Vegas one time? As a headline?
He fought in Las Vegas
Bruh, he fought in Las Vegas one time as a headline.
Oh, as a headline, you're right.
I'm wrong. I see Victor Postal. In Las Vegas. I see Jeff Horn in Las Vegas. And before that, it was British Prescott in Las Vegas. And you know that ain't no big fight. But that's what I'm saying. So are the Crawford fans dumb? Can they not see that Bob respects Tyson more? Tyson gets Odawa Wallen and Tom Schwartz in Las Vegas. Meanwhile, Crawford fought Khan. That wasn't in Vegas. Benavidez, who's from California, could have at least had them drive to Vegas. That ain't happen in Vegas. You know, Undango ain't happen in Vegas. Felix Diaz ain't happen in Vegas.
It was a hometown fight for Benavidez. I mean, he did good numbers though on that.
It wasn't a hometown fight. That was in Omaha. That was a hometown fight for Crawford.
Yeah, for Crawford, I meant. You know, it was
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you're a star when you're headlining Vegas.
True.
Fury is headlining Vegas with nobodies. So what's the argument for Crawford fans? Oh, he ain't headline Vegas because it was Benavidez? Okay, so who the fuck is Schwartz? Nah, Ness, he ain't headline Vegas because it was Julius Undango. Okay, so who the fuck is Waleem? That's all I'm saying. It's this is Top Rank fault. They not promoting them. You got Oscar De La Hoya in another interview yesterday on Behind the Glove saying, you know, Canelo's the only fighter that wants to fight the best. Canelo's the only fighter that wants to fight the best. Who's the best on Crawford's resume? Because that's who he brought up. He said, look at Crawford. He said a guy like Crawford should be a superstar. Listen to the interview. It's right there. It's
Nah,
behind the gloves.
I'm just looking at it. You make it so.
It's a 5-minute interview. But like, where is Crawford's stars? Is Victor Postal a star? That's what Top Rank sat him down in the office and told him, yo, we're gonna get you the super fight. It's a super fight. It's a super unification bout with Victor, Iceman, Postal. What the fuck, man?
I mean, but in the lightweight division at 140 pounds, you know, he unified, undisputed. These are the guys that they fed him for the lightweight, man. I mean, he's only been. This is his.
Listen to me. If Crawford could have made the weight, he had a better chance of being great at 140. When he left, Mikey was still there. Now Mikey's back. When he left, Progress was there. Now Progress is huge. When he left, Josh Teller was just getting in the division, and now he's getting bigger. You know, it's because at least those fights could have been made. Progress is with Lude. You can make that. You know.
I think
Jose Ramirez has been selling 15,000. That was a big fight too. A Mexican, you know, to help him build. You know.
Because technically, this is what, his fourth fight as a welterweight, or he's had 4 fights as a welterweight. Crawford.
Three fights. Jeff Horn, Jose Benavidez, Amir Khan.
So he's just touched ground in a sense, right? He's just in the division. He just started this division. His career was at 140.
You can't have your cake and eat it too, Doomy. You can't say that he's just starting and then have his fans say that Earl is ducking. Which one is it? Which one is it? Are we giving a chance for Crawford to become a real welterweight, or are the welterweights ducking him? Which one is it?
I think they're bringing him up the right way. I think the fans just want, they standing behind their guy, but the guy was a 140 pounder moving up. So, guys like, what's up, Chad?
May I ask you a question?
All right. Came in superstar.
Nah, you can't ask a question like that, champ. You got to wait to go. But I'm going to take you to remember that there are callers and get out to them. They'll give us a better opinion. They'll give us our opinion. You know, I see people saying I'm hating. Let's see if they can somehow make this resume look better. Give us a reason why, this is happening, I guess. Give us the real reason. Let us know what is the problem here. Why is it so difficult for Top Rank to find a star for Crawford to face? The biggest star that he's faced is Yurokis Gamboa. That's the biggest star.
I mean, if we just want to talk about the welterweight, because that's where he's at now, and that's what we got to concentrate on.
We're talking career. They had his career, bro. They
did, and that's how they chose to make him an undisputed champ.
That's my point. I want these callers to show me who's the star he faced. They've had all these years with him, and they could only get Yurokis Gamboa. That's the biggest name.
BoxingWords.com.
Poloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó por los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingWords.com.
Yo.
Super Maxi.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
We hear you with all the fillet and gillitin that you're doing with the microphone. Now it's clear. Talk to us.
My bad. I was trying to get my unmute to come out. Good morning, fellas. Look, man, Crawford got a trash resume. I'm just going to say it, but my thing is I don't like hearing this from Spence, man, because I agree with Doomy. I don't see Spence getting the Pacquiao fight. I mean, Pacquiao just doesn't seem too interested in taking that smoke. Crawford's supposed to fight in December, so it's September. So I say maybe Spence can get one in between fight.
Hey, champ.
What's going on?
I know I'm always interrupting, but I feel like whenever I interrupt, I'm adding some sauce, man, to make it nice and juicy. So the Crawford haters claim Pacquiao's not gonna fight Errol. So you do know that Pacquiao's guarantee was 20, right, for Thurman, right?
No, I mean,
yeah, that's his purse. Let me Google it and make sure, but I'm pretty sure his purse for Thurman. Oh, look, we already Googled it. Pacquiao Thurman purse. Let's see.
$8 million a piece, right?
Look. It says he got 10 guaranteed and then Pacquiao is believed to be taking home over $20 million. So I'm gonna let you answer that question one more time. You don't think Pacquiao's taking an Errol fight? Because I could order if you giving Manny Pacquiao $20 million to fight Keith Thurman coming off a 2-year layoff, a tune-up where he looked bad, shoulder surgery, and an injured hand, existing injury, and you gave him 20, how much you gonna give him to face the dude everybody's calling him a Terminator? Come on. And when you answer that in your own head, right? Then turn around and ask yourself this. Who is Pacquiao gonna get that same purse from, not named Mayweather?
Okay, now let me rephrase that. I don't think Spence is going to get that fight next. I think, like Brandon said a while back, all roads are going to lead to Pacquiao. So I think you got to get that Crawford fight taken care of, and I think the winner of that fight is going to be Manny Pacquiao's last fight. But as far as getting him next, they've talked about even Porter, if he loses, getting Manny next. They got Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia waiting in the wings. And then you hear these rumors of Pacquiao in Dubai possibly taking the Amir Khan fight over there. So it's Spence needs to take care of Crawford. That fight needs to happen. I think the winner of that fight gets Pacquiao's retirement check for him. But we'll see how it plays out, man. Let me make my official prediction real quick. Spence by late round stoppage to the body. I got Benavidez, and then I got John Molina beating Josito Lopez, man. That's my call, fellas.
Hey, Doomy, before we get one more call in, right? So Pacquiao was already posted a video on his Instagram that he's in Dubai. He's already in Dubai. He's already in Dubai for something else. But, again, we just seen $84 million come at Matchroom and AJ for the Ruiz rematch. The more damage Errol does, the more Gennady Golovkin-like he looks, the more people going to demand that fight, and the more possibilities of a Saudi or Dubai or a foreign country kicking out some site fees. But we're going to keep these lines moving. Let me get to – I want to mix it up. I want to make sure I get to a Crawford guy and an Errol guy. We just came from Dallas. We're going to go – we came from Texas, so we're going to go to Cincinnati with Brandon. Talk to me.
Yo, Nez, do me. Top of the morning to you fellas. Can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, let me ask you a question, Nez. Let's say you was working a job and you wanted a raise. You making $15 an hour. You going to office demanding $20. They say they ain't going to give it to you. And you quit that job and you go on to take another job making $10 an hour, taking a pay cut. Would you look at somebody that did some shit like that and say you retarded?
I like these narratives.
Yeah, but
I'm asking you a question.
You asking me a loaded question.
Yes or no?
That's a loaded question.
Yes or no?
That's a loaded question.
It's a yes or no.
It's loaded.
How's that? It's a yes or no.
It's loaded because these dudes ain't working.
Check it. Let me answer that real quick.
Go ahead.
So you're saying that?
Go ahead, because ain't nobody make this stupid scenario when they was telling Wilder to take the fucking flat fee. You was the main one. You, Brandon Maurice was the main one saying Wilder fucked up. You was the main one saying Wilder better take the fight. You. But now your energy different because it's Crawford, huh?
I got a real simple answer though. Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't call that guy retarded, because if he comes around and tells me like, yeah, I took that pay cut, a $5 pay cut, with the inspirations or the aspirations, I'm sorry, to maybe make $20 in like 4 months more than I did in the other job, I'm gonna tell you, hey, you made a sacrifice, a temporary sacrifice that put you in a better position.
No, what happened to betting on yourself? Everybody, it's so funny how they flip flop.
Damn, you gonna eat my car, bro. It's cool.
Nah, you on. I ain't even start no bell for you.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, because that's essentially what Danny Garcia did when he turned down $4 million to fight Bud to take $1 million to fight Granados. He turned down the fight saying that wasn't enough money, and turned around and took a fight, took less money.
Yeah,
If
because
y'all
you the
say
type
that
of
makes sense,
fan. Yeah,
if
because you
if
the
your
type
world that
of
makes sense,
fan.
that's on you, bro.
Because you the type of fan that rather Danny go fight Buzz straight off a fucking loss to Thurman, because that's what you want. Because you so desperately want Crawford to look bad. You trying to sabotage the fight. You trying to ensure a win. Fuck it, let's find anybody coming off a fucking loss when his self-esteem is down. Ain't no hold up. Ain't no hold up. You want your fake ass, you want your pound for pound champ to fight somebody off a loss. That's what you want. You the perfect fan. You showed your true colors.
Was he injured in that fight? Was he knocked out in that fight? So basically he needed a confidence building tune-up. A former two division champion needed a confidence building tune-up. Is that what we doing now?
Yo, the lineal champ took 2 fucking build-ups.
What? Was he knocked out? Was he knocked out? Was he seriously hurt? My point exactly. Was Danny seriously hurt against Thurman?
That's 3 minutes.
That's why I just asked you that.
You ain't even supposed to get 3 in the morning. I gave your ass 3. That's 3 minutes of whooping that ass. 3 minutes of whooping that ass.
I mean, he wasn't hurt, but it was a tough fight. Tough fight.
No. Now Tyson Fury was hurt. You see what I'm saying about the flip-floppers? Now, my energy's consistent. I said Tyson Fury got knocked out. But the haters, especially Brandon, who is a certified Wilder hater, everybody said it was a 10-2 fight. Now, all of a sudden, you got hurt and you need 2 tune-ups. You won the fight 10-2. Everybody giving you a moral victory 10-2, but you need 2 tune-ups. Come on, man. Y'all niggas' energy not the same. Y'all energy not the same. We going to more callers. Boomerang in Detroit. What it do?
Straight to the point for those with attention deficit. I'm so repetitive, so I gotta repeat. Stainless from the streets to the deep. I'm coming with that heat. All you need to know about me, I'm coming with that heat.
Yo, TBV, what's good? Again, my apologies at work on Bluetooth. Man, shout out to all my people that's listening to the greatest boxing podcast in the universe while they at work too, man. That's all I got. Please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast because it's TBV for life. If you're on Patreon, it's because you're stupid. Oh, yeah, shout out to El Camino. Hey, yo, and I just got this shit called Midnight Fire. That shit is so fucking good, man. Man, I'll talk to y'all about it later, though, man. Peace.
Midnight Fire.
Yeah, I got to check that out. Never heard of that one. Let me go to Florida. Keem, talk to me.
Hey, I'm just listening, bro.
All right, we going to Florida. Majid, talk to me.
Hey, what up, man? Just wanted to say again, thank you for the show while I'm at work to help me get through this. Well, it ain't even a long day, but help me get through my day. And I don't even remember what the topics was. I got stuck listening to y'all go back and forth to the point where I don't know what we talking about. I'm just enjoying my shit, so I don't got no take, man. Just shout out to the Boxing Voice and get a thumbs up, man, so more people can hop on with us. That's all I got.
Thank you, Majid. We going out to Rue in the 504.
Hey there, what's going on, fellas? I think as far as resumes goes, I mean, you can make an argument that both guys' resumes aren't that great right now. But if Spence beats Porter, that argument definitely changes because that's a good win for Spence. And I think that it could arguably be better than anything that's on Crawford's resume right now. However, I think it's a moot point because I feel just like with the AJ Wilder fight that these two guys are never going to get into the ring with each other. I hope that I'm wrong, but I'm just not optimistic at this point. There's too much politics going on. I just don't see Arum crossing the street to work with PBC. I think that we might get cheated again as fight fans on this one. That's my call.
It's a huge possibility, man.
Yo,
you know,
I need to pull up this resume here from Earl because they like, yo, as far as resumes goes, even. I don't know about all that because Earl started his career after Crawford.
And Earl been in the division a lot longer in the welter division. You know what I'm saying? We keep comparing these resumes, but I just gotta keep.
But that don't mean nothing because we could compare Danny's resume, bruh. I could tell you right now, Danny got a better resume than Errol Spence. Earl got to beat Porter to even be considered. That's how deep Danny's resume goes at 140. So don't give me that 140 as an excuse. You could build your name at any division. You got to fight names. You just ain't fighting names. You ain't fighting names. But look, let's check it out. We're going to learn together because I ain't even go do the math. And again, Errol started in 2012, and since then he's already fought one. Let me make sure I don't want to miss nobody. But definitely 1, 2, 3, 4. And now he's going for his 5th world champion. Fifth former world champion. And what I mean is, at the time Errol fought him, he had already been a champion and or lost his belt. So he was a former world champion. Now for Crawford has 1, 2, 3, 4. And he started his career in 2008. See the difference? See the difference?
Terence started in 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Danny, you compare
not
him
only
to Danny.
that, and not only that, if you now compare the number of champions versus the quality of the champion, again, Earl's quality is better. You know, well, I mean, it's argued. I love Gamboa. He's always going to be, at 26, he's going to hold weight for me forever, is when he started moving up. But other than that, I mean, that's the best champion, right? Because Postal, get the fuck out of here. Like, he didn't even defend his belt. He won it and lost it. That's what I'm saying. These dudes is nobodies, man. Khan ain't been a champion, and I'm giving him credit for Khan. I counted it. But he ain't been a true champion since Danny knocked him out. When has he ever won a legitimate world title after that?
Danny fought Kendall Holt too, man.
Man, Danny fought everybody, champion.
Yo, Eric Morales
Danny
twice.
fought everybody. That's
Zab,
what I'm telling
Lucas,
you, bro.
Mauricio,
These dudes out here, you know, picking and choosing who they fall in love with. But we're going to get back to more calls. I just wanted to give more context, man. Damn. Looks like, okay, we're going out to Texas.
BoxingVoice.com.
You invited him to the ring? Why?
Yo lo invité a que subiera. Como decimos en México, hay que dejarnos de mamadas. ¡Viva México!
And like we say in Mexico, we don't fuck around. BoxingVoice.com.
Morning, champs.
Morning, bro.
Yo, okay. I'm pretty sure it was my brother that said this, but I agree with him, man. All roads lead to Manny Pacquiao. After what Manny Pacquiao did to Keith Thurman, he reestablished himself as the ultimate A-side, not only on top of his legend status as an A-side, but as the A-side in the welterweight division. Manny Pacquiao is going to sit back and pick and choose like not Mayweather-esque, but as they were before. He's going to pick, maybe he could do a rematch with Keith, because, you know, Keith's still hurt. Keith ain't the same. Or he could fight Mikey. He could fight Danny. Danny's a dangerous fight, but he could fight Danny instead. Or he could maybe catchweight somebody and would not lose a belt. Or even fight Amir Khan for the big money. But all roads will lead to Manny Pacquiao. And Manny Pacquiao is going to be the fight you get in 2021. Because what he's going to do, and there's this picture. It's pretty cool. I seen it. Manny Pacquiao is going to sit on the top and look down at the Coliseum and watch all the other welterweights fight it out and wait for the last one standing and go down there. That's my call.
All right, Matt, man, thanks for calling in. Looks like we got...
You want to hit some of these super chats?
Go for it, champion.
All right, we got Mr. You know, I always wondered how you get these out faster than just scrolling down the line. Mr. CYP,
I got you then, champ. I thought you had the abilities. Let me see. We got the first one is coming in from Mr. CYP. All of Jacob's belt were vacant, so let's asterisk him as well. Downgrading Canelo wins. And I got Porter and Durrell. CYP, everything. Then we got CYP with another one says Danny, 2015 welterweight, 6 fights. Crawford, 2018 welterweight, 3 fights. Do the math, then slap yourself. Bud is on a great pace. I mean, if it's a snail's pace, you can't put Bud and Danny in the same fucking resume. Maybe in a fight, yeah, but not in the same discussion and resume, man. That shit doesn't even look right. DSG from what is this? Supermex says DSG first 2 fights at 47 were world champions at 47. Then his 4th fight was Keith Thurman. Crawford on his 4th fight at 47. Who? There you go, CYP. I ain't even had to answer you. He answered that shit better. What else we got? Callers. Let me go out to my boomeranger. Damn, I'm sorry, Cham. I don't even know how long you've been there, but I know you entertained with the show.
Mr. PBC, baby. BoxingWords.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife. Cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Damn, I like that intro. But let's talk about Crawford. Once again, there's a reason why Mike probably didn't wake up today. There's nothing really cool to be talking about when they talk about Crawford. I mean, I really do believe, and no one wants to say this, but LDBC really built Crawford up from the ground up. You know, I respect LDBC. I'm an LDBC fan, but they really hyped him up to be talked in conversations, and now he's the biggest hype since I don't even know. So I really still believe he should fight Mikey. Danny Garcia is cool. Danny got 2 losses. He don't really like to fight people who are top level that fans want him to fight. He wants to fight who he wants to fight, and if he feels like he wants to fight.
Whoa, Champ! Stop disrespecting Danny with that lie.
Danny wants
Stop
Keith Thurman
disrespecting
still,
Danny
and
with
then
that
Danny
lie.
wants Sean Porter still. He doesn't want Crawford. He's not in his era. He wasn't in his list. I watch a lot of Danny, and I pay attention to Danny. He only likes what he likes. He only does what he feels like he wants to do. Terence Crawford, he's not going to be his trophy. And the dude wants A-side. He don't want Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford needs to fight Mikey or Ugas.
Man,
and that's simple as that.
Look, that's a minute 30. Cut it. Go take a nap somewhere. Make sure that you're awake when you're listening to this fucking knowledge I'm spewing over here. Yo, Doomy, listen, man. How many times do I got to tell these motherfuckers that the blueprint is there? You know, first of all, let's get rid of the disrespect, right? He disrespected Danny, saying Danny never fights the guy we want him to fight. Oh, so the world wasn't begging him to fight Matisse when Matisse was known as La Máquina. He was a machine. He knocked out Lamont Peterson in 2 rounds, okay? When Peterson was undefeated, well, not undefeated because Bradley had already beaten him early on Showbox, but
I think they forget the times.
Let me finish. So that's the first monster they wanted Danny to fight, and they thought that he wouldn't. Then he fought him on Canelo Mayweather undercard. Then they called him a cherry, right? And he wouldn't fight Keith. Okay? That's what they said. So now we're going to just say, we all know he fought Keith. So now we're going to go back to Ness saying he's so smart and he keep giving everybody the blueprint, specifically fighters who don't want to fucking listen. They want to be hard-headed, but here's the blueprint one more time. Mosley did it. Thurman followed suit. He got in Danny's ring post-fight. How red did Danny's face get? How animated did Danny get? And what the fuck did Thurman get? He got the fight he wanted. So now fast forward, Ness, because you ain't smart. You ain't smart. Oh, so what the fuck did Sean do? Sean got in the ring too. And what did Danny do? He gave him the fucking fight he wanted. Stop with your lies. Danny fights who they want, who they tell him to fight, and he fights who the public asks him to fight. Simple. Simple. Always has, always will. Now, if Crawford wants to fight, do what Mosley did. Do what Laura did. Do what Sean did. Do what Keith did. Do what Tyson Fury did to Wilder. Why are you two Why is he greater than everybody else? Is he greater than everybody else? He too good to get in somebody's ring? Everybody else could do it? Come on.
Yeah.
That's how you get it done. You force it. Tired of telling you the fucking blueprint.
He ain't much of a talker. That's what it is, man. And I feel you, Crawford. You feel me? I know that, like, sometimes, like, even myself, like, talking too much sometimes can, like, I'm just ready to slap you. You know what I mean? Maybe he got that type of attitude. Like, I woke up in the ring, he starts saying some shit I don't like, I might slap you. I mean, but Crawford, you got to bite. You got to bite your lip or whatever, man, and just go in there and do it for the media, man. Get it.
Do me. Didn't Earl say they ducking me? None of the top welterweights want to fight me. They ducking me. None of the top welterweights want to fight me. They ducking me. He got in the ring with Porter. What he got? His fight. Stop it, man. Stop it. Follow Ness blueprint, man.
I mean,
Boxing
he
101.
took a swing. He
Boxing
took a
101.
swing at Benavidez when they was in each other's face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he got it in him, man.
Dog, you had to take a swing at Benavidez to excite us because we ain't give a fuck about that paint drying. We know it's drying. Don't nobody stick around to watch the paint dry. We know it will dry. We roll it on and walk the fuck away. The only reason we stood to watch that paint dry is because he threw punches at the weigh-in. We roll with him. Fuck it. We gonna ride with you. Nobody want to watch that shit fight. Who gives a fuck about Captain Hook and his one leg?
So, I mean, look, I'll be honest with you, though. Looking at the Crawford resume, and like I said, he's only had 3 welterweight fights. Like, I wouldn't put him in there right away with Earl. I would let him take another, like, tough fight, but not that tough, in the welterweight division. See how he does with maybe a heavy puncher before you, because Crawford never been in there with a heavy puncher. I mean, I may be wrong. That's you know what I mean.
I just don't get why these Crawford fans don't got the same energy they got for Wilder, telling him to go to Dazn and Jamal Charlo to go to Dazn. Tell Crawford come on Fox and fight Danny. We'll take that welterweight title shot on Fox. Let's do it. Easy peasy. Let me get to some more callers. They don't want to hear the truth, but I got nothing but the truth to spit at you. Nothing. Bring me a worthy adversary. Add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. NL, talk to me. Actually debate me. Show me how Crawford deserves anything.
Mike!
Whoa!
What up, champ?
You can hear me?
Yeah. We hear you.
I don't know why my Skype be doing that shit, man. It look like my mic still muted on my end, you dig? But yeah, though, bro, man, I'm not about to debate you with none of that shit, man. Like, far as debate you on what, like, nah, I'm a Crawford fan, dog. So what I'm really debating you on, because I mean, he do need to promote his show. He do need to, if not,
I think we gotta stop. I think we gotta stop saying he need to promote himself. I think it's time to start saying he need to lead Top Rank, or he need to tell Top Rank to let him cross the street. We need to have the same energy we had with Wilder. You guys, and not you, I'm generalizing, but you still listen to the shows. You ain't never stopped. People wanted Wilder to leave Al. People wanted Wilder to leave Showtime. Go on DAZN. Get that big fight. Oh, you talking about a slave contract. They slaving you. You staying over there. Come over here. Jamal Charlo, what you doing over there? Come over here. Everybody's supposed to come over there, so it's time for Crawford to come over here. The fight's over here.
Rick, I'm with you because Bob Arum not sending no eat. They're like, everybody want L always to like bite the bullet. Don't nobody want to send nobody L with, dog. L always gotta bite the bullet because well L got all of. No, it's not my fault because I'm winning right now. It's like you gotta pay a penalty, dog. I gotta pay extra taxes because I'm making a lot of money because I'm winning. So like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody always want L to fool. Like, think about all the like hardcore Crawford fans. They don't say nothing about Bob Arum and the shit they be pulling up. They just want L just to make it happen. L, man, make this shit happen, man. Fuck Bob. Stop telling him fuck Bob. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they look at it, though. And that's because L got all them fighting. So they feel like L should be doing all the work. You feel me? But Crawford, like, no, he
he do got to promote his show though. Now he got to do interviews. Like how you gonna blow up and you don't do no interview and that's dog? Like he could be coming on a boxing voice.
Bruh, you think
Like,
he wanna
he'll get a lot of
hear the
information.
truth? You think he wanna hear the truth? Come on. When he tell a real YouTuber Pacquiao ducked me, man, we gonna spit some shit right back at him like, bruh, how many times did Max Kellerman ask you, did you want that fight? And you would say you don't need that fight. And you gonna make your own legacy. Like, ain't you out here talking about you the A side to Earl? Come on, bro. Like Crawford delusional. That's why he don't do anything because he know YouTubers gonna call him delusional.
But like it'll benefit him more. Cause all right, you going Joe Rogan right now? That's
I'm gonna
one
come
and
back
done.
to you, champ. I gave you 3. Let me come right back to you. Lil Feezy, talk to me. Feezy. Just listening, you at work, champ. Okay, here we go. Now you just muted yourself again. Unmute one time, just one time. There you go.
All right, here it is. Yeah. Sorry about my call last night. I had a lot of shit going on. But listen, with this Crawford situation, man, I got a question. When Crawford was moving from 140 to 147, could he have not used his status to challenge for to become a mandatory in any other sanctioning bodies?
If he would have kept that WBC, he could have done that probably. He could have asked the WBC. WBO definitely allows that. I'm not sure about IBF and WBA. I ain't sure.
All right, because I was wondering, like, if you really wanted that smoke.
Wait,
now go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think. Jamal. Nah, you see, Jamal Charlo, I'm gonna double check Jamal because I know Jamal was a champ at 54. Then he moved up to 60, and he had so much clout at 60. He was basically chasing Canelo and Golovkin through the mandatories, through the sanctioning bodies rather. So let me see if he unified with Julian. Nah, that was just for the IBF. He stuck around for that. So look, I mean, for Charlo, he didn't do it with the IBF. So that means they probably don't have it because he came out of 54 being highly ranked in the WBC.
All right, I was just wondering because I'm like, if he really wanted that smoke with Spence, he could have just hopped into the mandatory spot.
You mean Crawford?
Yeah, I mean Crawford.
Yeah, I mean, look, and yes, but that's us, man. That's people that don't. We not receiving $3 million for a fight. So when they tell him, yo, you wanna. Damn, this fucking Skype machine restarted again. I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna restart it. When they tell him, yo, you wanna get in the IBF rankings and chase Earl, or you wanna fight Jeff Horn for like $5 million or some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the issue right there, man. That's the biggest issue right there. That no matter what we sit here and say and what, fucking crusader route we want him to take, man, it's dollar signs and he got a family and kids and wives and grandma. Look, I seen his IG, I think the other day he just finally bought his grandmother a car. He said like, yo, I finally was able to get my grandmother a car she been asking me for. So he bought her a car. Like, yo, when you get on this level, you know it, man. Look, man, P. Diddy told you, man, more money, more problems, man. So you already know it's you start thinking differently. The same way Yacht saying Earl is. Earl thinking differently because guess what? Earl started his career after Crawford. Crawford got 4 years on Earl. That means 4 years of earning checks, man. So Earl, damn right he want that Pacquiao fight. It's a bigger fight, more meaningful fight, and a more lucrative fight. It's ridiculous that some fight fans are like, oh, he's ducking Crawford. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Both of them obviously trying to make the money, man. Except one is in a more dangerous route to make the money. The Thurmans and those guys and the Porters and Dannys, those are more dangerous men than the Ndongos and the Hank Lundys and shit like that, man. That's just the real, man. That is just the real. But we've already restarted. I'm reporting this shit to fucking Skype. right now. Why this thing keeps restarting, I don't know. And this is a brand new battery, FYI, man. Shout out to the Patreons. Shout out to Jason. Made a donation for some camera equipment for the next Border Wars. He's really enjoying the Border Wars, and he wants a better view. I seen that, Jason in Missouri, man. So shout out to you. Appreciate the donation, obviously. We will use that towards buying definitely the camera link that we need, and hope that you enjoy the next Border Wars, man. I actually also bought a live cam action stabilizer, man. So we gonna have them action shots as well. All right, so we got this back. I'm gonna call these guys up. No. Nah, champ, I'm trying to join the call. Here we go. We
experienced that over marination with.
Tell me you knew that I dropped you.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't know you dropped me.
Oh my God, you've been talking all this time, pobrecito.
I was talking with No and a couple of fellas.
At least they kept you company. Nah, we dropped y'all, man. I don't know what's up with the Skype machine going crazy, but I restarted y'all. We back. I'm gonna pick up the list on the calls. Who we got? We got We got to Lil Feezy. Special feature, I have no clue who that is. But
new caller?
No. He called in yesterday. Jerron, what up?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. There's too many fighters for Spence not to be able to get somebody. And like you said, get in the ring. I mean, look what happened a few fights ago when Wilder was going to go to the AJ fight, and AJ was like, "No, if you come, I'm not getting in the ring with me after the fight," because he knew if Wilder get in the ring, then people would go press him to fight Wilder. I would almost even accept Crawford fighting Broner just because I know we get a good build up, and Broner would at least talk a good game and maybe piss Earl off and make him be more aggressive. But yeah, Earl got to get somebody in the ring with him. And
you mean Crawford? You mean Crawford got to get somebody in the ring?
Yeah, Crawford got to get somebody in the ring with him. You got to do something to get. He got to go get. If he wants to fight, he got to go get it. And I agree with what you said yesterday about the belts, and I really think it's entirely too many belts in boxing. I think less belts would make it easier for the casual fans to keep up with. That probably would help with the popularity of the sport. That's my call.
All right, Jerron, Louisiana, man. Thank you for calling in. Appreciate the call. We got T Plums. Talk to me, champ. Yo, CYP, thanks for the super chat, but you wrong. You can't call Gamboa. I mean, you can't call Beltran a champ at the time that Crawford faced him, homie. He became a champ after. So how you gonna call him a former champ? Stop it.
Hello?
Yeah, go for it.
You hear me?
Yeah.
My just say mute. All right.
Yeah.
I agree with Ness today. I feel like everybody putting all the weight on Earl when Terence Crawford literally it's low key. I think it's a top ranked thing. The top ranked diet, of course. But they have their person that they waiting to build a fight with, and they just have them fighting easy touches or whatever. While the PBC is fighting the real fights, and then if the PBC person lose, and then everything goes down the drain or whatever. But yeah, I don't like the fact that Blood be fighting, top ranked diet. I feel like he need to fight somebody from the PBC or somebody worth note. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's fair at all.
For sure, champ. Thanks for calling in, T Plums, man. And if you're hearing that phrase, top ranked diet, that's something that I coined. Don't let anyone tell you that that's theirs. You can check out the top ranked diet shirts at theboxingvoice.com/.
Bro, we about to TM that, man. We about to TM that. How my man Trav?
How many ideas haven't I blessed boxing with? You think I care about that? If I was getting paid $1 for every idea, I'd be rich. Top Rank literally stole Camp Life from me. They TM Camp Life. My Camp Life videos go dated back longer than they ever thought of that shit.
We be coming up with too much shit in this think tank for us to be giving shit away. We gonna start having to get on point, bro. Fuck all that.
Bruh, I let God worry about my blessings, man. If you start counting your blessings, you never get them. They come on their own. But we going out to Dallas Cowboys. I think that's Rod A70.
Errol Spence fan, repping Dallas.
Dallas Cowboys. You unmuted. You mute.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, bro. Now I am an Errol Spence fan, and I agree with you this morning, Ness. Danny Garcia resume is ironclad. It's maybe second to Canelo's only if I'm thinking about all active boxers. If you really think about it. When you talk about the Crawford fight, me listening to James, whatever his name is, Errol Spence trainer, the guy yesterday, it made a lot of sense. And like you said, unless Crawford is willing to take a pay cut to make the fight, which sometimes you have to do that to build your resume, to build yourself up. Like in the first De La Hoya fight, what Mayweather made $20 million and De La Hoya made like 60. Like sometimes you have to do that to become the A side. And I think that's just a factor. People want to be emotional, but the facts are there's not enough money to split between the two guys and for two different networks to come together and put this thing together. There's not Mayweather Pacquiao money. There's not. You could do it with Anthony Josh and Deontay Wilder because I think it was 100 to 150 million in that fight. So until you have the money available to make that fight make sense for both networks, somebody gonna have to cross the street or somebody gonna have to take a pay cut. That's just point blank. So Crawford fans can get as emotional as they want. Put the emotions aside. Look at the facts. The facts are the money is not right yet, so somebody got to cross the street to take a pay cut. That's my call.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Let's see
legacy.
what we got. We got Chris Garcia. Is this Chris from Canada? Chris? Unmute, Chris. Hit the unmute on your phone or your laptop or your computer. Chris Garcia, you just listening? Maybe. All right.
Yeah,
Chris is
look like he moving tables out there.
Chris is just listening, doing work. No problemo. Let's bring back NO on the. Actually, NO, before we go to you, we got to get to Stainless on the Boomerang. Talk to me. Stainless. All right. Stainless also at work. We'll go to CYP Super Chat. So now what's done after doesn't count, but it did for AJ and his top 10. White Brazil weren't top 10 when AJ fought them, but the world counts them. So you take that L. History has spoken. Man, you trying to bring up AJ in a conversation about fighting former champions. Was Brazil a former champion? Was White a former champion? You take that L. $15 to lose? What the fuck? Why bring up White in Brazil? We talking about credit for former world champions, either current or former, that they beat. You chasing, Crawford fan. Tell him to cross the street and do what you tell Jamal to do. Do what they tell Wilder to do. Why ain't it good for this goose? Why this goose can't get it, huh? Why he can't come over on Fox and do it? Pacquiao on Fox. Everybody else on Fox. Why would you be mad, right? Why did Bob Arum send in an offer for a 5-fight deal to Wilder to come to ESPN before they finally negotiated a double broadcast pay-per-view where ESPN and Fox do it? What? Why Bob wanted Wilder to go over there? Why can't Crawford come over here? Huh? And people out here, especially Brandon, talking about, we ain't trying to go over there. Nobody got to send nobody nowhere. We trying to do a joint pay-per-view. Everybody can eat Wody. That's my biggest fucking problem. That you trying to get a free ride to the big party. You trying to fight the fucking Benavidez's of the world. Let Earl go through all the work, or Porter, or Keith, or Danny go through all the fucking meat grinder, and you get the big fight at the big dance with the pretty prom queen? No, sir. No, sir. No fucking sir. You got to do something. Because guess what? When Lucien Boutte didn't come and he tried to stay on the outside, all he got was a dude that did not win the Super 6. But even that dude was good enough to beat Lucien Boutte. So, just like it's happening right now, an unofficial tournament. So, a Thurman, a Danny, a Porter that lose this tournament, they could still go fight Crawford. But it ain't going to be over there. It ain't going to be over there because you don't bring nothing to the table. You don't bring nothing to the table. Don't make me bring up Danny's resume and the number and name of former and current world champions that he fought.
You know, Crawford, I mean, Thurman mentioned in one of those PBC interviews, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but he did mention in an interview that he was interested in a Crawford fight. How does that happen though? Is it
really? Thurman said that? Because he's always said, "Yo, I'm not interested. I'm not even thinking of Crawford." That's strange. Maybe after the loss he said that. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I forget what channel or where I saw it, but I seen him mention that. But is Crawford the one that has to go out here screaming for a fight, or
of course he do, man. If you listen to his trainer, they not happy. Crawford don't tell us. His trainer tell us they not happy. They not happy.
They need to fight. A Crawford fight would definitely. A Thurman fight would definitely put him up there. Definitely put him up there. It would definitely fucking put everybody to, the time.
Yo, CYP back. He says you don't count what was done after, idiot, but the world does. Who are you? Because that was all caps. Then he goes back to regular writing and says, past or current counts always has enough said. You're partially right. Our debate was how many former world champions did he face or current. You desperately want to win the argument, so you're trying to find a way to give him more and change the goalposts. You pushing it back. Now you're saying, well, what about guys that became a champion after Crawford beat him? Well, that's a whole different conversation, but hey, let's continue to have the conversation you prefer to have. It's okay with me, champ. Let's see who's next. Tony P, talk to me. Tony P, you just muted yourself. No, you're there. You're there. You just got to talk. You ready? What's up? Talk to me. Yes? No? No, you muted yourself now. Unmute. One time. Unless you're just listening, because then, let me know. A lot of just listeners today. I get it.
Yep.
Yes, we hear you. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Oh, yo, why is the incentive on Errol to build Bud's career? I don't understand it.
I don't get it either.
What is it with Terence Crawford fans? This is not going to be Triple G and Canelo Part 2. Bud got to do something, and it's on Errol. It's on Top Rank. They got to promote this man, get him an opponent. They should have did the Kell Brook thing. This is like Errol's doing his thing. He's on pay-per-view cooking.
Bruh. I was with you till you said that. Why should we be happy with Amir Khan and Kell Brook? Them dudes is done, man. Stop giving this dude done dudes.
I agree with you.
Yo, my man was on one leg. He was done. Khan was done with half a chin. Now you want to give him fucking half a soul and half a body in Kell Brook? Like, come on, stop giving this dudes that's done. Give him some fresh meat.
Wait. Who do you think would be a nice matchup that's realistic right now?
Anybody on the Fox side. Tell them cross the street like they want Charlo to go to the zone and they want Wilder to go to the zone. Tell them come over here.
That works for me.
Then ESPN send motherfucking Wilder a 5-fight contract. We gonna have to send Crawford a 5-fight contract. Get your ass over here.
I'm not mad at it. But that's it, man. Be easy, y'all.
For sure. That's my only argument, man. Like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Why the fuck everybody else got to follow the big fight? Everybody else got to follow the big fight. Nah, Crawford, we getting money together, y'all. We getting money together. What you mean together? Let me get to these Brandon Maurice super chats here. Where we at? My advice to Bud Crawford: gain 80 pounds of muscle, move to heavyweight, and challenge Wilder, since Wilder said on this show, ain't no side of the street. That's that moral shit again, right there. That's that ego shit. Get the fuck in the ring. Keith light skinned and he was in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Stop it. You want the big fight? Get in the ring. Get in the ring. Get in the ring. Keith light skinned, bro. He got in there with Danny. Man, you ducking me. Give me my fight. Just like Gennady. What Gennady said, give me my belt. Got in the ring. Stop. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stop trying to change it. Stop trying to reinvent the fucking wheel. Oh, they ducking me. Get in the ring and prove they ducking you like Tyson Fury did. What? Tyson is a heavyweight and he still got in the ring. Tyson got the whole UK after he beat Vladimir. Not when he went on the coke binge. When he got in the ring with Wilder, UK was proud of him for what he done to Vlad. He went to
America got introduced to Fury on that day, man.
He had 4 belts. He had 4 belts and got in Wilder's ring. But nah, Crawford fans want me to believe that Crawford's done so much in his fantastic Hall of Fame first ballot career that he ain't got to do what Sugar Shane Mosley, who is a true first ballot Hall of Famer, did. What Laura did. What Fury did. Do I got to keep repeating these names all fucking night? Where's Mike at? You ducking this work.
Mike!
You ducking this work. Mike out here ducking. He knew what was coming. He knew what was coming. Stop ducking me.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
Fuck is these Crawford fans at? Skype is open. Let's go. Did Keith say he was interested in Bud fight? That's a super chat from Brandon. I honestly don't know, Brandon.
I gotta go back and look for this, all right?
That was Doomy on the I don't know tip, man. I'm telling you, I don't know. Cause I never heard of him. Okay, we got CYP come right back at you, man. Checkmate on the call, and we're gonna get right to you, Checkmate. Give me 1 second. CYP said, I'm not cheap. You earned your money. Hard work should pay off, and you take hard L's. And everyone, he said, hard work should pay off, and you take hard L's. And everyone, remember, if you don't want to fight, watch what you type. I mean, that's you thinking that I lost, but I'm pretty sure if I check the chat, they wouldn't think that way. Yes. And I'm actually counting here. Where does he get 6 from? Well, let me see here. Because he says 6.
Trying to find.
He says 6. But I'm not seeing 6. I see Con Horn 2, Postal Burns 4. Oh yeah, Gamboa Crawford. Gamboa Beltran. All right, Checkmate Boxing. What up, champ? You gonna checkmate me on this subject or what?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay,
Did you
cool.
see my
Yeah,
palm
I'm going to checkmate you. Hey, check this out. I've been saying this for over a year. I said, first of all, it doesn't make any sense for Crawford and Spence to fight right now. Why? Number one, because Crawford was pound for pound already. Okay? So if it makes sense for Spence to go ahead and grab the belt on this side of the street and then fight him for pound. That will be a historic fight. Every fight fan will watch that. Why? Because Spence will be going for his first pound for pound. Crawford will be going for his second pound for pound.
Checkmate.
Yes, sir.
Let me checkmate you real quick. I'm gonna take you back to a day where Broner felt like he had to disrespect me for what I said, right? So I said, Broner, how the fuck are you on the pound for pound list if you ain't never beat nobody on the pound for pound list? Who you beat to get you there? So Broner's claim to pound for pound is that he moved up 4 divisions, right? Is that it, or can you give me a better reason?
My apologies for saying pound for pound. I meant undisputed.
Okay, because I was about to say, who the fuck did Crawford beat to make him pound for pound?
Well,
I just
Crawford
want
is
Brandon and them dudes to teach me how Crawford is pound for pound.
a different subject. Well, Crawford is pound. That I do believe Crawford is number 1 pound for pound, but I don't want to talk about that right now because I only got a couple of seconds before you
How
cut
the
me off.
fuck is he number 1 pound for pound? Because of Gamboa?
How is fucking Loma number 1 pound for pound?
I ain't got none of them motherfuckers number 1.
Oh, I will pull that goddamn tape up on you, nigga. I will pull it up. You told me you.
I specifically say, listen to me.
You hate on Loma.
Listen to me.
Number 1.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I specifically say, I probably debated with you to get the show going, but you know I specifically say on him repeatedly, I don't believe in pound for pound. That's the stupidest list in the world.
Okay, so again, I can pull up the tape where you and I had that debate, but my point is this. For
he
undisputed,
pound for beating Jeff Horn. He pound for pound for beating Jeff Horn. But Danny not pound for pound.
No, he pound for pound because he was undisputed, unblemished record, 35-0, 26 knockouts. Then he became champion
he
in
unified with Undango. He unified with Undango, bruh.
My point is he undisputed.
Yo, he won his he won a vacant. Champ. He won a vacant title. Then he unified with Undango.
Okay. Hasn't Loma been getting vacant titles and doing shit?
Bruh,
my point is, who is above him? Who is above him?
How many
Listen,
times
let me ask
do
you,
I gotta say that Loma ain't fighting nobody, bruh? How many times I gotta say that shit? What are you talking about? When you hear me giving Loma credit?
But how can you have anybody else above him? Okay? How can you have anybody else above him? Canelo is blemish as a motherfucker. He lost to Triple G. And then Triple G ain't fight nobody.
I think Lomachenko's biggest win might be Gary Russell.
And fuck goddamn Gary Russell. Gary Russell ain't do nothing up until that particular time.
So check it out. This is what I'm telling you. That's why I don't believe in pound for pound. So then, if you don't want to give him credit for that, then his biggest win is a small Rigondeaux. This is what I'm saying. Pound for pound is some bullshit dudes make up so that they can make these fighters bigger than what they are, bruh.
It's propaganda is what it is. It's propaganda.
Luke Campbell don't make you pound for pound. Anthony Carolla don't make you pound for pound. Jose Pedraza don't make you pound for pound. You go pull up my show when we did the Thursday or any announcement show when Loma was fighting Linares. I never thought Linares was good. I got years. I got almost a decade calling this dude a bum.
So Linares is in a C rank, C plus C minus fighter. He's never had a great fight. That's my whole argument.
Bro, I've always ridiculed Vasyl Lomachenko's resume, dog. He ain't doing nothing impressive to me. But look, I can't criticize you for fighting the guys in front of you because it ain't nobody really out. Like who
he ducking?
15 fights, who he ducking? Who he ducking, bruh? Who he ducking though? It's different. It's different with him. He only got 15 fights, and he got a real healthy resume. It's a good resume.
He ducked Mikey Garcia. He ducked a real healthy. He's never fought a great person. He's never fought a person, a fighter that people say this person's headed towards the Hall of Fame. He's never.
And Terence Crawford has. And Terence Crawford has. And Terence Crawford has, right? Because Jeff Horn going to the Hall of Fame.
Listen, the difference is with Terence Crawford, he amassed undisputed.
Man,
you can't take that away from him.
I gave you hella time, man. I'm done. I gave you hella time to give the people a little entertainment. What you mean give you a point? You had 30 minutes. You ain't make your point yet. You better go to sleep. You see, this is what I'm saying. See how we change it? See how we change the story real quick and I'm not no hater no more? Because you could call me a Crawford hater, but then we go to Lomachenko and I got the same energy. Bruh. They not fighting nobody. Look, his criteria is, Lomachenko ain't in the pound for pound because he ain't fighting nobody that you could say is going to the Hall of Fame. right? That's what he said.
But we already know what the pound for pound is, man. That shit is always
bullshit. That's
shit.
What it is.
That shit don't make sense sometimes. Hey, going back to that Keith Thurman thing I said, man, I'm gonna have to really research. I don't know where the hell that came from. I might be wrong, but I definitely got to go back and really find it.
Yeah, you gotta find it. You better be careful what you say.
Yeah, I got to be careful, man. But you know, he's in my research just now. You know, Keith Thurman has said it a ton of times.
He said what I'm saying. Crawford ain't fought nobody.
Yeah.
At one point, he like, yo, Crawford ain't even fought in the mid-con. And then Crawford finally did that. Come on, man. Yo, chill, man. Chill, man. We out, though. Next GT, let me make sure I got that. Oh, Dominic Boomerang, go for it.
Yo, what's good? What's good? I gotta say, I think Crawford should come to PBC. I mean, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, everybody's there, and I think that'd be a perfect fight for him. To choose either Mikey Garcia or Danny, since you're a fanboy of Danny and you riding his dick. So I think that's what Crawford should do. And shout out to Mike for not waking up for this motherfucking TBV. And Ness, you should pay me like $1,000 to knock out motherfucking Ace Money.
Bro, you keeping him popular, man. I ain't even talking about that dude is an official stalker. I'm gonna have to probably put a restraining order or something. Like my man might show up in my mailbox.
Give me $1,000, nigga. I'll get you.
I'm not giving you anything, nor am I even condoning what you're saying. Because I'm telling you, this the age and era of where this audio of you saying that will be used against you. So no, thank you. I want no parts of that. I don't know that dude. I wish him the best of luck.
Let's talk
I just
about.
hope he stops stalking me. Like, I don't want to sleep
you
with
liking Sean Porter, and also Sean Porter has mentioned the same thing I mentioned, that Danny Garcia chooses what he wants. He never wants.
Meanwhile,
he
fought Sean.
And meanwhile, Sean said the same thing I said.
But he fought Sean though.
He said the same thing I said.
I mean, so he might have said that
before. His
before.
whole career was about who he chose.
He might have said
Not
that
what
before
he wanted.
he fought him. Cut it. Minute 30, champ. He might have said that before he fought him because he can't say it after he fought him. Then he fought everybody.
He put himself in a position, man, where he can't pick. He can't choose now. But everybody always called him a cherry picker, man. Even especially after Rod Salka.
He's a cherry picker, but look at all the names on his resume.
And then people got to also think about the times that he fought these guys. That in the times that he fought them, the guys were good. Lucas
in
Matisse.
Their prime. It was in their prime. Cut it. Oh, disrespectful. All right, that's everybody, yo. I'm out. NesGTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on the next one. Do say. We're going to do the betting show for sure. Big fight weekend. A lot of prop bets out there. We got to get this money. Let's get it together. Patreon.com/The Boxing Voice to catch us for Beating the Odds with TBV.
Champs. Catch me on IG, Alex_LAINEZ, and on Twitter, AlexLinusTBV. And yes, Ness, is it a go for this film study? Are we going to be doing this film study or what? Are we doing it? Are we going back to back?
We definitely doing the fight, the betting show because it's Friday. Film study, I guess. I mean, I don't have any plans today but boxing. So it's all about you guys, man.
All right, we call him Mike.
Mike. Yo, out. Peace. Do say.
Adios.